You ever walk into somebody's bathroom and boom, that smell hits you before you even breathe? Like, girl, what died in here? Nobody's gonna say it out loud, but deep down we all know that smell tells a whole story. And sometimes it's the story of a woman who used to smell like heaven, but somewhere between hot flashes, grandkids, and bad knees, she stopped noticing the tiny habits that used to keep her fresh. Now, let me tell you something, after 60, your body starts doing its own thing. Your hormones are throwing temper tantrums, your skin's got a mind of its own, and your sense of smell? Honey, it's clocked out and gone on vacation. So while you're thinking you smell fine, your bathroom's telling a whole different tale. And don't roll your eyes, 'cause this ain't about judgment. It's about awareness. You can look sharp, wear pearls, even keep your house spotless. But if your bathroom habits are outdated, that old lady smell is coming for you faster than arthritis in the rain. Let's be real, most older women got routines tighter than a church budget. Same soap, same towel, same everything since 1999. But baby, your body ain't playing by those same rules anymore. What used to keep you clean might be the very thing making you smell funky now. You ever step out of the shower, dry off, and still feel like something's off? Yeah, that ain't your imagination. That's your body saying, girl, we gotta talk. Let's start with towels. Oh Lord, the number of women who keep one towel hanging in that steamy bathroom for 2 whole weeks. Girl, that thing's seen more moisture than a Florida swamp. Every time you wipe your face or your body, you're basically rubbing yesterday's funk back on yourself. A damp towel is like a 5-star hotel for bacteria, warm, wet, and cozy. And that's the beginning of that musty scent you can't seem to get rid of. So here's the deal, no towel should live longer than 3 days between washes. And for heaven's sake, stop hanging it over the shower rod. That's like begging mildew to move in. Throw it over a bar, let it dry, and wash it hot like your coffee. If you want to go next level, toss in a little vinegar. Smells weird while washing, but when it dries, clean as a whistle. Now, let's talk about soap. Some of why I all still got that same bar sitting in a crusty soap dish from when Obama got elected. It's turned gray, cracked, and it's holding more germs than a public restroom door handle. You think it's cleaning you, but honey, it's doing you dirty. Bar soap traps old skin, oil, and bacteria, especially if it never gets a break to dry. And when your skin gets thinner and drier with age, those germs stick around longer than an unwanted house guest. You don't need that mess. Switch to a gentle body wash, something hydrating. Aloe, coconut oil, shea butter, those are your friends now. Your skin ain't a piece of leather. It deserves moisture. And while you're at it, get a scent that makes you feel fresh, not like baby powder from 1975. Try a clean citrus or lavender. You'd be surprised how a simple change can make you feel a decade younger. But hold up, we're not done in that bathroom yet. Because let me tell you something most people don't even think about. That funky smell around your toilet? That ain't air freshener's fault. It's because you've been cleaning everything except the part that needs it most. You know that spot at the bottom of the toilet? The one no one ever touches because it's too low or too gross? Yeah, that's where the truth lives. That's where the smell hides. You can wipe the seat all you want, but if you're ignoring the base, you're just putting perfume on garbage. Especially if you got grandsons or a husband with bad aim, baby, that splash zone is a war crime. Dried up urine, dust, and bacteria sit there building up a colony, and you walk in wondering why your bathroom smells like a gas station. You don't need fancy chemicals. Just grab some vinegar, a sprinkle of baking soda, and a squeeze of lemon juice. Wipe it down twice a week, and watch that smell vanish faster than your ex's promises. Now, I get it. You might be sitting there like, girl, I'm too tired to scrub toilets. Fair enough. But let me tell you, smell don't care about your back pain or your retirement plan. It tells the truth whether you want it to or not. You can spray all the Febreze and light every candle in the house, but if those little habits stay the same, that funk's coming right back. And here's the thing about women who still smell good in their 70s and 80s. They ain't lucky. They're smart. They learned how to adjust. They don't hold on to old routines just because they've always done it that way. They pay attention, they adapt, and they evolve because freshness is a lifestyle, not a one-time thing. So before you go buy another bottle of perfume, start in your bathroom. Change your towel, switch your soap, clean that toilet base. It's not glamorous, but it's real. And trust me, people might forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you smelled when you walked by. Alright, now, if we're gonna be real for a second, you could shower every single day, smell like a whole lemon orchard when you step out, and still have folks whispering, "Something smells off." And you're sitting there thinking, how the hell can I smell bad when I just wash my entire body? Well, sweetheart, it ain't the soap. It's the habits behind the soap. And the older we get, the more those little habits turn into smell traps we don't even notice. See, your body chemistry changes after 50. Your sweat glands chill out, your hormones calm down, but your skin starts releasing natural oils that smell different. Add in slower metabolism, meds, and less water intake, and boom, your whole scent changes without permission. And that's where the hidden mistakes start sneaking in. Let's talk about something most women never admit. That I just got out of the shower but still don't feel a clean vibe. Yeah, that one. That's your towel, your washcloth, and your razor plotting against you. Washcloths are like tiny crime scenes. They hold dead skin, sweat, bacteria, and hair, especially if they never get to dry properly. You think you're exfoliating, but half the time you're just respreading old skin cells all over your body. And when you've got older skin that's thinner and drier, that leftover bacteria clings to you like a bad memory. So toss those old, rough rags and switch to a clean loofah or a soft exfoliating glove. And for the love of freshness, replace it every few weeks. It's not expensive, and it makes a bigger difference than you think. You'll feel fresher, your skin will glow, and your scent will be lighter, not heavy. Now, let's go a little higher your hair. Oh yeah, I said it. Because I know a whole lot of women who wash their body daily but treat their hair like it's on a wash schedule set by Nasia. Every 2 weeks is fine, they say. Girl, no. Not when you're using hairspray, dry shampoo, or sleeping with the same pillowcase for 10 days straight. That buildup traps scalp oils, dead skin, and sweat. And when you walk by, that old hair smell follows like a shadow. It's not even about greasy hair, it's about stale hair. You ever notice that certain smell that sticks to older women's hair? Kinda sweet, kinda sour, definitely not shampoo. That's not age, that's neglect. So here's the trick. Wash your hair more often, but gently. Use a mild shampoo, something that hydrates without stripping. And please, change that pillowcase every 3 days if you can. You'll be shocked how clean your hair starts to smell again. Speaking of pillowcases, let's slide into another habit that nobody talks about. Using the same nightgown or pajamas for way too long. You think it's clean because you only wear it at night, right? Wrong. Your body still sweats, even in your sleep. Especially if you're on meds, dealing with hot flashes, or sleeping with heavy blankets. And all that sweat, lotion, and skin oil sits in the fabric. Then, when you crawl back into that same nightgown the next night, you're marinating in your own funk stew. You don't smell it because your nose gets used to it, but other people do. And the scent sticks around like bad gossip. So wash those PJs more often and don't reuse underwear, ever. I don't care if it looks clean. Your skin's older now, it needs air, not layers of yesterday's sweat. Now don't get mad, but let's talk about that little rug in front of the toilet. You know the one. It's cute, it's cozy, but it's also a crime scene for smells. You step on it after a shower, it never dries completely, and if you've got men in the house, well, let's just say it's seen some splash damage. And because older women's noses dull with time, you want to even realize how bad that rug smells until someone younger visits and opens a window. Throw it in the wash once a week, or just replace it altogether with a fast-drying mat. Nothing ruins a clean bathroom faster than a rug that smells like old socks. And while we're at it, can we talk about the air? Bathrooms in older homes don't always ventilate right. Sometimes that fan hasn't worked since the Bush administration. And if you're not cracking a window or running that vent, all that moisture just sits there, making everything damp and musty. You can scrub all you want, but if that air ain't moving, that smell ain't leaving. Open your windows, light a candle, or put some baking soda in a bowl behind the toilet. Natural air neutralizers do wonders. You don't need fancy diffusers or sprays, just a little airflow and some fresh linens. And before we wrap this part up, let me hit you with some real talk. Freshness ain't about smelling like a flower. It's about smelling alive. Clean air, clean skin, clean fabrics, that's the trifecta. It tells the world, I may be older, but I still take care of myself. Because trust me, people can tell the difference between I'm aging gracefully and I gave up. And if you're still thinking, hey, nobody cares how I smell anymore, let me tell you something. They do. Whether it's your kids, your friends, or the sweet nurse who visits on Thursdays, they notice. Freshness speaks before you do. It tells the world you're still sharp, still proud, still you. Now, let's talk about something most folks won't dare bring up because it feels a little too personal. But you know me, I'm gonna say it anyway. The truth about body smells. Yeah, I said it. See, after a certain age, your body starts playing new games with you. You could shower every morning, spray perfume like you're auditioning for Macy's, and still have that faint, something's not fresh vibe hanging around. And the reason? It's not that you're dirty. It's that your body chemistry changed and your old tricks ain't working anymore. Let's start with deodorant. You've probably used the same brand since your 20s, right? Girl, throw it out. Your hormones, diet, and meds change how you sweat. So that old roll-on you've been loyal to for 40 years might not be strong enough anymore. And if you're still using powder-scented deodorant thinking it's ladylike, sorry to say, it's probably clashing with your natural scent and making things worse. Here's the deal. Antiperspirants block sweat. Deodorants mask odor. After 60, you need something that does both. Go for aluminum-free if you've got sensitive skin, but make sure it fights bacteria too. That's where the real stink starts, bacteria feeding on sweat. So it ain't about smelling like roses, it's about neutralizing the source before it blooms. And listen, if you're skipping deodorant altogether because I don't sweat anymore, you're playing yourself. Even a tiny bit of moisture can mix with skin oils and meds to create a sour smell. It's subtle, but it's there, and trust me, people notice before you do. Now, I know this next one might sting a little, but we gotta go there. Skin folds. Neck, under the breasts, belly, thighs, you name it. That's where warmth, moisture, and darkness team up to create the perfect storm. You can scrub every day, but if you're not drying properly, you're just setting up camp for odor to move in. When your skin rubs together, it creates friction. That friction plus sweat equals irritation and the smell that sits deep in the folds. And if you're putting lotion there without drying first, real baby, that's like sealing in the funk with a fragrance sticker. Here's what to do. After your shower, pat dry, don't rub. Then use a little cornstarch or unscented body powder in those areas. Not baby powder, that stuff's too heavy and can clog pores. Keep it light, clean, and simple. Your skin will thank you, and so will your nose. Now, let's slide over to perfume, because this one right here is a big reason so many older women don't realize they smell off. You ever notice how Aunt Linda's perfume enters a room 10 seconds before she does? Yeah, that's because as we age, our sense of smell fades. So what smells barely there to you smells like a full-blown perfume explosion to everyone else. And when that strong scent mixes with natural body oils, deodorant, or lotion, it turns sour instead of sweet. You don't need to ditch perfume, just use it smarter. Spray it on your clothes, not your skin. Your body temperature changes throughout the day, so what smells nice in the morning might smell weird by dinner. Light floral or clean cotton scents work best as we age. They mix better with mature skin. Leave the heavy musks and vanilla balms for the 20-year-olds. And while we're talking smells, let's not ignore dental hygiene. Oh, honey, yes, we're going there. Bad breath isn't just about teeth, it's about gums, dentures, and the tongue. You can brush till your arm falls off, but if you're not cleaning your dentures properly or scraping your tongue, you're basically letting bacteria throw a block party in your mouth. And that breath doesn't stay in your mouth, it lingers. On your pillow, your clothes, even your phone. That's why you can't tell it's there, but everyone else can. Soak dentures overnight in a cleaning solution. Brush your gums and tongue every morning. Drink water all day. Dry mouth makes bad breath worse, and meds only add fuel to the fire. Now, let's talk about clothes, because sometimes it's not you that smells, it's your laundry habits. Older washing machines don't always rinse well, and if you're using too much detergent, it builds up in your clothes, trapping old odors deep in the fibers. Then you iron it, hang it up, wear it, and wonder why your clean blouse still smells tired. The trick? Use less soap and wash on a hot cycle once a week. Toss a cup of vinegar in the rinse, it kills that sour smell instantly. And if your closet's musty, keep an open box of baking soda or a bowl of coffee grounds in there. They suck up the stink without masking it. I can't even tell you how many older women I've met who think it as just age. Like, oh, that's how old folks smell. No, honey, that's how neglected habits smell. You don't have to accept that as your signature scent. Freshness has no expiration date. You could be 75, 85, 95, doesn't matter. If you take care of your space, your clothes, and your body, you'll always smell like confidence and pride, not powder and regret. Because when you smell fresh, you tell the world, I still care. I still show up. I still got it. Now, let's be honest, aging ain't easy. Our joints creak, our backs complain, and some mornings it takes 3 tries just to stand up straight. But the one thing you can control is how you carry yourself. And part of that is how your space smells, how your clothes smell. And feel like the woman who still makes heads turn at the grocery store. Freshness is power. It's invisible, but it changes everything. You walk taller. You smile more. People treat you different because you treat yourself different. And let me tell you something that might surprise you. Smell triggers memory. When people remember you, they remember the way you made them feel and the way you smelled. That's why certain scents bring people back to childhood or to people they loved. So imagine being remembered for that, for smelling like calm, like care, like someone who never let go of herself. Now, some folks might say, oh, come on, nobody cares about all that, but they're wrong. The truth is, taking care of your smell isn't vanity. It's self-worth in action. It's saying, my age doesn't mean I stop caring about me. And if you think it's too late to fix bad habits, please, it's never too late to smell good again. Start small. Change one thing this week. Maybe wash your towels more often, or finally toss that old rug by the toilet. Maybe switch soaps, or clean your hairbrush. Then next week, tackle another habit. Before you know it, you'll walk into your bathroom and think, wow, that's my scent? That's fresh. And when you do, you'll realize you weren't just fighting odor, you were fighting invisibility. You were saying, I still exist. I still matter. Because listen, life doesn't slow down just because we do. But if we can't keep up with it, the least we can do is make sure we smell damn good while trying. So yeah, these 8 bathroom habits, they might sound small, but they're like dominoes. Fix one, and everything else starts falling back into place. Your home smells better, your clothes stay fresher, and suddenly, you're not avoiding mirrors or company anymore. You're living again. You might still have gray hair and laugh lines, but you'll smell like sunshine, not old perfume. And people will notice. Not because of what you're wearing, but because of how fresh you carry yourself. So the next time someone hugs you and says, you smell so clean, what is that? Just smile and say, that, sweetheart, is called self-care. And if they ask for your secret, tell them it's not the perfume, not the lotion, not the soap. It's paying attention to the little things every day, the towel, the rug, the air, the habit. The things nobody talks about, but everybody smells. So take a deep breath, look around your bathroom. If anything smells weird, fix it. Because freshness isn't a luxury, it's a lifestyle. And no matter how old you get, you deserve to smell like you've still got a story to tell. And girl, you do.